We are Witches Who Podcast.
Yes.
Hey, Dee.
Hey, Shelby.
I hear you have a weird story.
I do. My crown is already like zing.
Ooh.
All right. So
I heard you whispering to yourself before we started, so.
I know. Actually, I have to whisper at myself because I made a note. Okay, 4295.
What is that?
What does that mean? Okay. So I had experience in the past, like sleep paralysis, visiting.
Oh, we're
at
going
night.
right in.
Yeah, no, things like that. So this happened actually last night.
Oh, God.
Hence, over the weekend, I've done a lot of peopling. We've done a lot of peopling since our event.
Yeah. It's been real people-y.
I know. But my husband I'm blaming it on my husband's purchase. So my husband, just FYI, he is a luthier and he rebuilds vintage guitars. So he's often looking for like those little jewels and treasures out there that are probably haunted and that are coming into my home.
Probably.
So yesterday we had like a beautiful day. We went and made some purchases. Everything was wonderful. At night, I was just so exhausted. And I think I have mentioned in the past in the podcast that I cannot sleep face up, just like on my back without my hands being
like
interlaced. Yes. Yeah. You know what? I can sleep like that, but my hands have to be interlaced right in front of my heart. Otherwise I will get a lot of downloads. So what happened to me last night? It was not a psychic attack. I think it was definitely the way I was receiving downloads yesterday. Two things happened. My husband had to wake me up twice from that. One of the times I cannot remember what it was. The second time, I can't totally forgot. The second time, I remember so I'm struggling with sciatic on the left. Okay, here I am breaking all apart, right? On the left. So I had, my left leg was kind of like bent a little bit with having my leg partially propped on a pillow in order to be able to see if I can sleep. So my right leg was like fully extended. Are you hitting something?
I keep hearing like I'm hitting
me.
No, it's not you because I feel like I keep hearing it like the springs, but like I'm not hitting anything. So I don't know what the heck is happening over here.
Oh,
it's haunted.
Probably.
Sorry.
Just that.
Is it this?
touching the wire. It does sound.
I don't know. Whatever.
Something.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, back to your leg being propped up on a pillow.
Yes. So my right leg was fully extended. Our bed frame is like mahogany wood or whatever it's wood. And in this lucid dream, I felt like being just like charged with this golden fire energy. Like I just kind of felt it. Yeah. And it was nice. Till I suddenly felt my foot pulled like towards the wood. I actually felt it touched.
No.
I felt it touch.
Like the wood?
And like if somebody was pulling on my foot, you know how that fear of sleeping with your leg over the bed.
Or under like outside of the blanket.
Yes. Yeah. So I felt as if somebody was pulling my foot, my right foot.
Oh, I have chills.
And they were placing it because the base of our bed frame kind of rounds nicely and was like trying to press it there. And when it got pressed there, it just went into like full on like golden fire. And all I could see, my feet were marking there, not marked under. Oh. Do I have a number? Everybody, do my feet have a number? 495. 4295, and I kept hearing that 4295, 4295, 4295. And I could
that like has like a ring to it for some reason.
I know. And I'm like, is this Hertz? Maybe I need to go look on the Hertz. But 4295, and I was like, hey, I just typed into in Google 4295, and it said zip codes. It's a zip code in New Zealand. Does this mean maybe I'm moving?
Interesting.
Or have a tribe there that is calling
on a
me?
retreat.
Ooh, I like that. But it was, so my husband had to wake me up because I felt it so much in my body. Like I started to, and just like, I think I was screaming or something. And then I still feel, because he has to continue to rub like on me and like to make sure that I'm awake.
okay, yeah.
Like I'm okay. And then I'm exhausted. No wonder today I'm like, we're talking. I'm
it's
falling asleep, drained.
What?
But it was so weird. It was like this fire. It reminded me probably all the depictions that we've seen of the, oh my gosh, it just escaped my mind. The bird coming back from the ashes. Why can't I remember?
Phoenix.
The phoenix.
Yeah.
You know how we see the phoenix like on fire?
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of.
Whoa.
But 4295.
What the heck?
And it was not
is
marked
that?
on my feet, but it was by my feet, and I can see it like burned
In
into
like
the
golden.
wood. Yes.
It's not physically. It's not on your, like you saw it burn, but it's not on your bed, is it?
Well, now I have to go look.
Yeah, we should
because
go
I
like
have no-
look under your, like look. Wouldn't that be? Oh my God.
I know, but that was so.
What does that mean?
I know, and I was so curious. I was like, what was that other thing that woke me up? Because I think it was Saturday night that I had another one where I remember screaming, and my husband had to wake me up. Sometimes I do feel like he comes over and he triggers these things. So I'm like, But the one on Saturday, I remember somebody, I think it was my grandma, but a younger version of her. And she was like walking in not necessarily the woods, but it was like an open field and there was like water at a distance. And there was something trying to get her, but she couldn't see it, like a spirit.
Oh, no.
And I became this like really scary kind of ghost. And I was like, ah. And I remember doing, and I got like not scared, but it was funky. So yeah, all the things. I'm like, oh, I don't know. So that happened.
I'm still stuck on the numbers because I just looked down at my phone and I kid you not, it just said 4295 like on the like timer that's going. I'm like, no. Like one of the chicks like glanced down at that. Like
I know. I'm gonna have to.
I'm wondering, like, how's your sciatica doing? Like, is that like some kind of cheat code? You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe. You know, it's doing better today than it was. Saturday was bad. Like I did not sleep. It was horrible. And then yesterday was like better. And then today's it's been fine. Maybe it was a healing code.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a healing code or
Or two.
like maybe you need to try to work with it and see. I don't know if that helps your sciatica at all. That would be really interesting. Wow. Okay. So yeah, the golden fire, that's a good like kind of transition into what we're talking about today too, because I love the fear of like sticking your feet out. Like you always have to have your feet covered on your bed, right? You can't have your arm dangling down.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like no monsters can get you as long as you have a blanket for some reason. But today we're talking about irrational fears. So I'm really excited to jump into that because there's a ton of irrational fears. And what does that even mean? Like irrational, like you shouldn't be afraid of it, right? But you are, or like there's no reason you're afraid of it. Well, I think that's bullshit. There's a reason for everything in my opinion. So
yeah, like people have phobias and a lot of people always mock, just make fun of it.
Fun
like,
of you.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, why you have a phobia of that?
Because spiders are scary. All right. Whatever. I think at this point, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how terrified of spiders I am.
Yes.
But with that, I think you had pulled up like the top 10 irrational fears. So like, let's go through those.
Yes.
And then I have like a little article about like the psychology behind irrational fears. And then we'll end with talking about like our personal experiences.
Oh, yes.
I have mine and then, other people's that I've. Yeah, so you go ahead. Let's hear it.
So for those that don't know us, I am Dee.
Oh, duh. And I am Shelby.
And we are Which is Who podcast. And today we're talking about irrational fears and phobias, and they're not that irrational. So I'm just going to share, show us, a show of hands who may have some of these.
Oh, yeah.
So I just going to talk about the top 10. One, fear of public speaking.
Oh, I hear that one a lot.
And that's one that sometimes I feel is developed as a child. Somebody mocks somebody who's already feeling a little shy.
Yeah.
Things like that. Now, heights scared of heights, intense fear of being at high elevation.
I have some theories about that one actually. Because I feel like when you're afraid of heights, like I want to do a little bit more research into like who you are. Like I feel like really earthly people are more afraid of heights because then like more people that are like more cosmic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're not like your psychology, like your makeup, like your biology is like really tapped into like the earth's energy. So the further you are away from earth, the more uneasy you feel, right? Like that's my theory.
Okay, I'm gonna confession moment.
Ooh.
So
You're afraid of heights?
I am, but I show up brave.
Okay.
So I always like airplanes, right? Like they say where you should be scared. Well, not should be, but so with the moment you land, I'm sorry, take off and land are like the most dangerous, right? Once you're in the air, it doesn't matter, right? And I'm like, well, what if somebody crashes into you or UFO hits? I don't know.
Duck goes into the engine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really real.
I know.
So, like things like that. So my whole thing is like, let's say if I'm traveling by myself, with my friends or somebody, I say goodbye to my family. And they don't know I'm saying goodbye. Like I'm saying goodbye for possibly ever. Yeah, possibly ever. And I'm just like, kind of like get my little cross and do my little prayers. And I'm in the hands of God, life, the universe, and everything. Because I don't fully relax until I land.
Really?
Yes. I can travel and I've traveled, I'm like, but when I'm up there, it's like, you can relax now. I'm like, nope.
You're like, oh, give me some Quaaludes.
I'm okay. I know. I was like, not that I'm stressed, but there's this, my friends, I remember last time I actually traveled with my cousin that I was telling you about earlier. And she's like, oh, like, la, 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 la. And I'm all like, she'll make conversation. I'm like,
You're like not really listening.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to die. We're going to die. We're going to die.
We're going to die now. I try to just like, be like, I'm in the hands of my destiny. I just whatever needs to happen is going to happen, So
that's horrible.
But that's something I think about. And I think I have a subconscious fear of heights. And even when we are like, I will never jump from a plane. Willingly.
I was going to ask you that next.
No.
Willingly.
And
even not willingly, somebody's going to have to push you probably.
Probably, right. But not willingly, I would when I was a teenager, we would go like to Magic Mountain, right? And on these rides, and same thing. Really? I don't know if I'm going to survive this ride, but I'm just getting, so I never enjoy them because I was always like,
so you've always been that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but
that's interesting.
But it's not like I'm freaking out. I'm letting everybody know. I just kind of internalize it. And then I just kind of trust that things are going to work out.
Fine. Well, so far, so good.
Yeah. So
that's so funny. I do not have a fear of heights, and I've gone skydiving and I loved it. Definitely not afraid of heights or anything else. But I will say I am way less likely now to take that risk. Like I'm scared now. And I say now as in after having kids. Now I'm like, I have these weird fears of like, I'm going to get in a car accident or, oh my God, what if I die? Like every little thing I'm like, my life now is a lot more precious because I have to be able to take care of them. So now I'm like, holy crap, why would I ever go jump out of a plane? Why would I ever I'm like a total 360 here of like, I'm terrified of that now. Whereas like when it was just me, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's jump out of this plane. Like,
who cares about my parents?
Yeah, they're fine.
I have a sibling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like, more cautious I am about things. Like it's really odd and really interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Okay. We'll go through this and because now I'm like, oh, I think I have more phobias than I thought thinking about this. Going to the dentist, anxiety related to dental visits and procedures.
Yeah. That's very common.
Yeah.
I love the dentist. I like the tingly gums. I like all of it. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I just I'm like sitting back in the little chair. They give you little sunglasses. I'm like, all right, I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
I try it, and I'm just like, I'm not
choking. Like, the water in. Like, I have to go get a tooth pulled, and like, I just need to do it, and I just haven't done it because I'm like, it's gonna hurt that lidocaine or whatever.
Oh yeah, the little that does
Yeah,
suck.
and I'm
that
like,
does suck.
oh, I don't want to deal with that or
Yeah,
be
that
upside
doesn't feel
down.
good.
So I'm not afraid of it. It's just like, oh,
Yeah,
a hassle
I
for
get
me.
that totally.
This is a very common one: fear of snakes,
That's my husband
and
for
it's
sure. Yeah.
often irrational despite their rarity. So apparently, not a lot of people are like
Interesting.
you run into a snake is
Yeah.
not very, very common.
Yeah,
Right. Well, where
it
we
is
live,
here.
maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
I see a snake at least once a week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. But yeah, a lot of people fear snakes.
yeah, I've heard that.
And,
Well, I also think that's a lot of indoctrination from like, the Bible and
the
stuff.
Bible and Hollywood. Yes. Who I was talking to? I think I was talking to a Christian friend, newer friend, and she was kind of she didn't say anything. She was so sweet, but she just gave me the look because I show her my husband with a snake wrap on his arm, and being bit twice. And it's always good to get bit a little
always
bit by
wanted a
gophers, not
Yeah. Not a
venomous.
rattlesnake or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a gopher snake.
Yeah,
or-
just a gopher.
Some of them don't even have, do they even have teeth?
Those do.
Oh,
yeah,
they do.
gopher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Some snakes
But-
don't have teeth, so.
Yeah. Now, this is maybe my combination. Fear of flying. Anxiety about traveling by airplane. Like I like to fly, but it's just, can we fly at, 6 feet from the ground? Can we
That's
hover?
probably way more dangerous than
know.
being up in the air.
I know.
That's
Fear
funny.
of flying. Yes, there are people. I remember my mom's friend, she was just like terrified of flying. Like, rather, yeah. I know a few people who are like, nope,
Yeah, me
can we
too.
take the train?
Yeah.
Can
or
we
like,
drive there?
who is it? What celebrity is like that? Oh, Travis Barker. Will not get on. Maybe he's over it now, but he wouldn't get on a plane. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure it's him.
Oh,
Right? Am I right? I don't remember now. Maybe it's not. But like one of them wouldn't get on a plane. Everywhere they went, they had to be able to drive to. No, he must be over it because I'm pretty sure they just did like a European tour or something.
oh, okay.
But
It's just like,
somebody,
are we making rumors about
know.
Travis Barker right now?
some celebrity
Yeah.
like would not go to any
Oh, wow.
anywhere unless they could drive to the gig or whatever. I
That
can't
is
remember.
horrible.
I really thought it was Travis Barker, but now I don't remember.
Oh, man.
Because like somebody somebody died in a plane crash or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can see that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
But also Hollywood, radicalized it also in a way with, all these. Oh, there was that one movie. Was it Snakes on a Plane?
Snakes on a Plane.
Imagine that. Your two fears combined in just
oh my God.
one
That sounds
episode.
terrible.
This one, my dear, is related to you.
Oh, good.
Fear of spiders.
Oh God. It's not irrational at all.
Being
Those
in
things.
confined spaces. I'm sorry. Irrational fear of spiders known as
Arachnophobia. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I don't think I have arachnophobia. Like, I feel like that's taking it like further. I just like, because I can deal with it. You know what I mean? It's not all spiders either. Like, I have a resident daddy long leg. We have a mutual respect that it
Keep
stays in the
distance.
corner and eats mosquitoes because I'm very allergic to mosquitoes. And I don't have to worry about where it is. And it just stays in the same spot. So I'm not really afraid of daddy long legs. I mean, they can't, they don't really hurt you. They serve their purpose, right? I'm also oddly not afraid of tarantulas.
Ooh.
I had a pet tarantula as a kid.
Okay.
My grandpa found it in the garage, or my dad found it in the garage. Somebody found it in the garage. And I had it as a pet. We gave it to my third grade teacher to keep as a pet. Every other kind of spider, I freak out.
Really?
I think it's just the fact that like I don't know what's venomous and what's not, and something that's like the size of my pinky nail could potentially murder you.
Yeah.
Like that's insane to me.
Yes.
And they're creepy and crawly. Like if you like
They're
spiders,
creepy
you're
crawlies.
weird. Like sorry, but
My husband, who used to, that was before we moved to Fallbrook, he had a whole collection of black widows. And
that is so scary.
My husband always, I think he's a
Like
kidnapper.
I'm starting to sweat thinking about that. So maybe I do have arachnophobia. I don't know.
Yeah, but and I get it. Like there's some spiders. We are in our house, the family that we're always saving spiders. There is
Yeah, I don't want to
one.
murder anything. I get like, yeah, I know.
It's,
Yeah, do no harm. I get it.
Yeah, and
But-
it's and there's the occasional. inconvenient time.
Yeah.
And it's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes I'll be in the shower and then there's one and I'm all I already have the shower going, trying to get it. Yeah. Get it out. And they're mostly daddy long legs, what we have, and the orb weavers in the summer.
Yeah.
Outside.
They stay there themselves most of them.
Yeah. But it's really strange for us to like suddenly have them creepy crawling on you, right? But talking about that, yesterday while we were driving, I don't know where we were, and I had opened the door. Oh, it was too hot, and my husband left me in the car.
Rude.
The window was cracked. He did, but the sun was hitting me. So while he was making a deal with the guitars, and I opened the door and I sat like on the curb because I was so hot. And maybe I think the spider got it, but it was one of those jumping spiders.
Oh no, they're so creepy.
They are, but remember,
that
friend
cartoon?
Haley had them, and she was like trying to get rid of them, and I wanted them.
Yeah. Have you watched the little cartoon short? I think it's like Disney short or something, or maybe I don't remember.
Is it about a spider?
It's like an animated jumping spider, and it's so cute.
Aw, see, they can be cute, creepy crawlies.
Oh, it's still creepy though.
All right.
Still. I'm not gonna let it jump on me. It can jump somewhere else.
Oh, it's so cute. And I was like, oh, I think I got it out. And then my husband's like, oh no, it's right there. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. In fear of enclosed spaces, fear of being in confined spaces, or claustrophobia. That kind of freaks me out.
Yeah,
like it can be like in an elevator, tons of people, suddenly it stops
and all the oxygen runs out.
All the oxygen runs out, and there's the one idiot who farts.
Yeah. So, you couldn't have held that.
Gotta hold it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So I can see that. It's not like I'm gonna be freaking out, but it's like, I don't like that.
I have so many theories on all these.
Irrational fear of mice.
Oh,
often more common in women.
My mom out pretty bad.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Cute. It is, often more common in women.
Why.
I don't know.
I'm not afraid of mice. I had pet rats when I was a child.
Really?
Yeah.
And she's afraid of them. And she's like, okay.
I wanted a pet snake really bad, and my mom was like, absolutely not, will not. And then my third grade teacher, coolest teacher in the whole world, had rats and snakes and a tarantula. It was like a whole menagerie of pets in there. But the rats were so sweet. I loved them. They were like cats. I got to take one home like during one of the breaks or whatever.
Like white little rats? Those little like lab rats?
They had white ones, and then there was like black and white ones. And I loved it. It literally was like a cat. It was so sweet, and it would just like, hang out or whatever. So I begged and begged and begged my mom for one. She's like, no, that's so creepy. No. So my uncle defied my mother and bought me 2 pet rats at Petco. And they both got like tumors and died like after a while. But I loved them. They were so cute and sweet. But I really wanted a snake. But I feel like they live like a really long time. So I think it was kind of like, okay, if I'm going to defy your mom, it's got to be something that only has like a couple year lifespan kind of deal. Yeah. So
my cousin had a snake while living with, his parents. Moved out, got married. Snake still. I don't know if my aunt still has a snake. I think at one point she came. It's like a boa.
Yeah, they live a long time, and they get big.
They do. And I remember one time she's like, "Oh, I have to leave because I have to go get mice for the snake." I was like, "Oh,
I wanted a ball python. That's what I want really bad." I'd have one right now if Christian wasn't terrified of snakes. Yeah.
Husband or snake?
Yeah, exactly. I think I made the right call.
I think so. I don't think this makes much money to support you. Okay, exactly. It had to be a pretty fancy snake then. Fear of dogs.
Oh, that's so depressing.
That usually passes. It says right here, like past experiences, and that's usually our son Max. He was scared of dogs for the longest time because my uncle, who's passed away, and also his dog, but bit him when he was little, and it was a yappy little, cute little dog, but he was like, he was
so scary as a baby, totally.
So I can see that, like poor people. I know. Fear of clowns, often linked to their unpredictable nature. I used to
it.
Yeah.
When did that movie originally come out? I wonder if that started this whole phenomenon. Damn you, Stephen King.
My gosh, like in the early 80s.
That's what I want to say,
probably.
The early 80s.
Yeah. I had to be picked up from Slumber Party.
Because
they were watching it.
What's his name? Pennywise?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Don't say it right there. See?
Oh my God. That was unfortunate timing.
You hear that?
I don't know if they can hear it on the mics or whatever. Right when she said don't say it 3 times, I just heard a baby scream.
Yeah. See, they're saying, please, mother, don't say it. So those are like top 10, but I know you have a little bit of like, what's the psychological background of this?
Yeah, I pulled up an article about like the psychology behind irrational fears. And I want to talk about my theory really fast behind like most things. I truly believe, like you were just talking about like past experiences. Absolutely, I think past experiences dictate it, which I think the article kind of goes into that a little bit. But like irrational to me is like you didn't have a past experience. You like there's no rhyme or reason that you are afraid of things. Like there's no reason I should be afraid of spiders. Like one of my friends from college, she tells you this horrific story why she's afraid of spiders. And it's because one day she woke up to millions of tiny baby spiders that hatched in her room.
Oh my God.
And they were just crawling everywhere all over. So
that's a horror story.
Hello, that's a horror story. So 100%. Yeah. I feel itchy now thinking about it.
Your phobia is valid.
Yes, right, exactly. But like for me, like there's no reason.
Okay.
Like I don't have past experience. I don't have. There's nothing that I can pinpoint in this life why I should be afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
Same with Christian. Why are you afraid of snakes? He was never bit by a snake. He never had, you know what I mean? Like,
must have been a movie he watched at some point.
Maybe. Well, he loves Indiana Jones. So that's like my only thing. I was like, maybe he
doesn't
just
he hate
idolized
spiders too?
No.
Indiana Jones doesn't hate spiders.
Oh, is he spiders? I don't know if
I'm sorry, not spiders. I'm sorry, snakes.
Yeah, he hates snakes. Yeah, he's super afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe he just like watched it and was like, oh, I want to be like Indy. I'm going to be afraid of snakes. I don't know. But I doubt it. Christian's not really like that. But as a kid, maybe.
Yeah.
But like my mom has this fear of death. Okay, if we're going to back every fear up to like an experience, how could she be afraid of death? Well, the fear of the unknown, whatever.
Yeah.
I think most fears can be linked back to past lives.
Yeah.
But I also think that's where anxiety comes from too. Because if you think about fear, like what is anxiety? It's fear. And how do you mitigate or like not mitigate, but like fix, not necessarily, that's not a good word.
Overcome.
There we go. Thank you. I'm like, what am I trying to say? How do you overcome anxiety, overcome fear? It's the feeling of safety.
Yeah.
Right. So like, how do you like overcome anxiety? You need to feel safe. It's your nervous system not feeling safe. You're in survival mode. So you need to figure out how to get into the parasympathetic nervous system where you rest and digest safety. That's the key, is safety. So what is it about all these things that make you feel unsafe? Right.
Well, the clowns can eat you.
Totally. Right.
Spiders can eat your face or make something blowing.
Like it's poison.
Yeah.
Like
you can die from all these things. That's the
it.
thing.
You can die from them all. That's what it is. Like, but can you? So it's like the small spaces being buried alive, maybe. Like maybe you died being in a past life and you're buried alive. Like stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
I don't want to be in a coffin. Like
I'm totally afraid of like I'm
water. Yeah.
I'm like kind of, I'm not really over it, but like water scares the crap out of me. Like every body of water.
So you can't like go into the ocean and just
forever. My friend Bree will back me up on this. I would make her hold my hand in the ocean forever.
Yeah.
Like since the time we were babies to now.
Well, now talking about
better
fears and in water, I don't know if it's been all the videos out there about the mermaids and things, but I was when I'm there, I'm like, oh, I hope that they don't like hook me from the feet and drag me into the water and eat me alive. You know?
See?
I'm just like, eek. But I feel like that's an adopted fear that I've taken because I'm all like, I trust the ocean. I know. Well, I respect it a lot. I don't go in a lot. I go until I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
But then also, I think this is also a part that I don't know really what's under. And we don't have Fiji clear waters.
Yeah, out here it's all murky.
Yeah. So, you're in the ocean and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
But after a little, I get a little uncomfortable and I was like, okay, if I'm getting uncomfortable, whatever's in there can sense I'm uncomfortable.
Exactly.
So then I become vulnerable. So no, thank you.
We never go to the beach here. Like we literally live like 20 minutes from the coast and we never go.
No, just
like ever. And Christian's like, but we go to Hawaii almost every year. Or usually we go somewhere.
To go to the beach, you have to go to Hawaii.
We have to go somewhere else to go to the beach. But he's like loves the beach. Like he's a total like that. I mean, that's our vibe. You know what I mean? Like surfers, brand, safe brand. You know what I mean? Like that's just totally like him too. And Yeah, but he like and when we're in Hawaii, it's like that's all we do. We hang out on the beach all day. Like, but it's like here, it's like I don't know why it's so different.
Yeah. Maybe you haven't found like your beach that feels nice and comfortable
Yeah,
for
not
you
here,
guys.
but
Yeah.
out there, totally. Like we have
Well,
all
Hawaii,
the
the nice weather. You have like,
yeah.
it's the water's nicer.
It is.
And here
I
it's
don't know why.
cold.
It is cold
Yeah.
here. We're complaining about it. It's so pathetic. We're
I
complaining
know.
about our cold beach water.
And our perfect
How
summer,
dare the beach be cold?
March 30th.
Yeah,
No, what's it?
it's
30th day.
75 degrees in
75
March.
Yeah. It's crazy.
This weather is terrible.
So yeah, I do think that a lot of it does stem from like adopted and then
Yeah.
definitely past life, especially when I see like fear of fire or
Totally.
or I don't want things around my neck.
Oh,
Like I
that's
don't,
interesting.
yeah, I don't want any like no necklaces. No, I have a friend who's like no necklaces, no like
scarves or
bandana,
anything?
scarves, things like that. No, and
Wow.
her collar always has to be loose. So nothing so no turtlenecks.
Wow.
Nothing that feels compressed.
I don't really like that either,
So
but
I'm
I do
like,
like
maybe she
scarves.
was strangled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How creepy is that? Yeah, it's so interesting. And like I've done so much regression work too. Like, and there's, yeah, some crazy stuff that comes up for sure. Let me read this article though, because
I'm sorry, we're getting
so I
off.
got off topic, but so this is interesting. So irrational fears are often called phobias, come from the brain's attempt to protect us, just a little too aggressively. At the center of this is the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for detecting danger and triggering fear responses. Research in neuroscience shows that the amygdala can activate before the logical reasoning part of the brain, known as the prefrontal cortex, which is why you can know something is safe but still feel afraid. It's citing the sources they get this from. The emotional brain, Nature Reviews Neuroscience. This rapid response system evolved to keep us alive, but it doesn't always distinguish between real danger and perceived threat. These fears are often formed through conditioning, a concept rooted in Ivan Pavlov's work and later expanded in behavioral psychology. A single intense or emotional experience can create a lasting association in the brain, and the subconscious stores these emotional memories without evaluating their accuracy. Additionally, these are called conditioned reflexes.
Okay.
Additionally, fears can be learned through observation, known as vicarious conditioning, where seeing someone else react fearfully teaches the brain to label something as dangerous, which is kind of what we were talking about with the snakes in Indiana Jones. On top of that, humans are biologically predisposed to fear certain stimuli like heights, snakes, or darkness due to evolutionary survival mechanisms. That's
Wow.
so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like your brain is like, oh, you could die from this.
Yeah.
Get out. Which makes a lot of sense about heights and like flying. That makes sense. We should not like be able to do that. You know what I mean? What keeps irrational fears alive is a cycle of avoidance and reinforcement. Avoiding the feared object or situation reduces anxiety in the short term, which reinforces the behavior and strengthens the fear over time. A principle well documented in behavioral psychology and exposure therapy research. Interesting. Essentially, the brain learns that avoidance equals safety, even if the threat was never real. Over time, the body begins reacting to remembered danger rather than present reality. Understanding this reframes irrational fear. It's not a flaw, but a learned and reinforced protective pattern. With approaches like gradual exposure, nervous system regulation, and subconscious repatterning, the brain can learn that what once felt dangerous is actually safe. Interesting.
Wow. Right now that you're talking about fear, and you mentioned, I used to be very afraid of the dark. Like till this day, at my almost 45 years old, I sleep with the light on until my husband
Same.
comes to bed.
Me too.
But I, like I will go to sleepovers and they'll turn off the lights and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But now it's like we'll go to bed together and he'll turn off the lights and I'm fine. But it's like, what is lurking?
I always have a nightlight on.
Yeah.
Like now I used to sleep pitch black. Like I always hated the dark, but then I really was like, I'm going to overcome this. And I could always I could see that was like, I always had really good eyesight until I didn't. But I always would have it was never totally dark. Like in my mom's house, it's all windows.
Yeah.
So there was always light from outside or always light somehow. And then here, same thing. Like if I have a window open, there's always some kind of light coming in. It's not totally dark, so I feel fine with that. But now I have like the perfect excuse because I have babies.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I have a nightlight on because I have to get up in the night a lot.
Yeah. Have children to have
And it's
excuses.
like so much better now. I'm like, okay, I feel like, but then it also like, I had a nightlight when I was little, but I almost felt like it was worse because I could see shadows and that would freak me out really bad.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what's better.
Light or no light.
Yeah.
Shadows or just pitch black. Yeah, I think that's just where your imagination, when it's all dark and you imagine all these.
Yeah. Yeah. Your
Imagination
brain's,
goes
it's
by.
quiet.
Yeah.
It's dark. So you start running through all the scenarios in your head of like, what could possibly be lurking around the corner or whatever. And it's kind of funny. It's like, I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but like every kid goes through the like monster stage.
Yeah.
You're like, where the heck does that come from? Like why?
TV, Disney, just
Yeah.
a story. Well, all the stories, I grew up in like 80s. So there's always somebody bad. There's always the villain of something. And it's either, it has to be a dark entity. So I think it just comes from, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just so interesting. Like, why is the dark so damn
crazy.
scary? And I guess I could think about in nature, like at night is when like,
Like in the jungle at night,
Yeah.
the jungle's awake,
the jungle
jungle's
comes alive at night or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Like the nocturnal animals or whatever. Or that's when certain animals hunt at night
Yeah.
or whatever. So I guess like if we're looking at it purely biologically, maybe that's what it is. It's like our body is like, okay, like the threat is bigger at night. I don't know.
But yeah, like we were talking about, everything is just, this can kill me.
Yeah, this can kill me. The dark can kill me.
The dark can kill me. The heights can kill me.
I'm more vulnerable at night. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but going back to, not necessarily irrational fears, but like you said, now as becoming a mother,
Oh, yeah.
like these fears have popped, and it's because before we need to value ourselves, right, at any age,
Totally.
but when you have this responsibility that others are counting on you, like my babies, they are counting on me.
Yeah.
Then that becomes a whole different playing field.
Like if I'm not around, who's going to keep them safe? Not saying their dad wouldn't, or like I have a lot of support, but it's like those are mine. Like I like need to protect them.
You make them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like so crazy because it's like I'll be like driving down the road and be like, I love cars. I've loved driving. Like I've always loved, all of that. Like the car for a long time was like my safe space where I would just like get in the car and drive whenever I was like overstimulated or whatever. And I just love road trips. I love kicking back in the car. Like I love being in the car. And I think it's something about like not being like, I don't have to be anywhere else. I'm in the car. I'm driving. Sorry. I'm driving. Sorry. I was on my way somewhere, or it's like you have the perfect excuse being in the car, but it's like you can shut everything out in the car. Like you're doing one thing, end of story. Like nobody expects anything more of you, kind of thing. And so now I'm like, I get in the car and I'm like, what if somebody hits my car? What if you know what I mean? It's like these constant like, okay, like I see like a car drive by. I was like, oh my God, if I would have turned just now, I would have died. Like it's like so stupid stuff like that. But I do it like more than just in the car. Like I'll do it like the other day I was in the grocery store and I'm pushing my cart, and one of the carts I noticed like the wheel, like the little like thing that goes over one of the wheels was like bent sideways. And this is like what happened, what I went through my head. I was like, what if I pulled that out and it cut me? And think of all the germs and the disgusting stuff that I probably on the bottom of that cart. And I got infected, and then I went septic and I died. Oh my God, are you kidding me? All in like 10 seconds outside of the grocery store, pulling a cart out of the freaking cart corral.
Yes. And that is that part of like having to be on top of it, right? Preventive is like, so it's like and this comes with motherhood. You're just looking at every single possibility. Oh my gosh, if this happened, imagine this and that. It's like, well, I'll call 911. They'll give me, maybe a tetanus shot or
find
whatever
the solution.
It is.
Yeah, totally.
But it's the mind when they're in 10 minutes, but you also did have like a solution those 10 minutes, but it's like, why did I let it go there? But it's just part of the mommy human brain, I think. But yeah, these fears are crazy. I was gonna mention another fear, and then I just got like,
Sorry, I took
what?
it over.
No. I was fascinated by that. But yeah, for me is the driving. I was gonna say, so I grew up in Mexico and be in border town. I'm from a small town called Tecate, and I would drive to Tijuana at night. Or back from Tijuana at night to San Diego at night. And I was talking to my friend not too long ago, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna have something in my hometown." And she's like, "You can always drive through TJ." He's like, "And go to San Diego." I'm like, "But that's like at night because the border in my hometown closes at 10 p.m. But the one in Otay closes, I think it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, are you kidding? I have to drive alone at night. But my fear is not like, ooh, something spooky in the night, which there's all these hunting things that they're like, oh yeah, it's horrible, like ghosts and blah, blah, blah. Is what if I get a flat tire and then I get raped?
Yeah,
Like
that's
something,
it. Yeah, totally.
It's not so much of like the unknown, like, spooky, ghostly. It's like the very real, like, or somebody, crashes into me and then
or you get human trafficked.
Yes, I was just thinking that, things like that.
Totally.
I'm just like,
And I just want to say, like, not to like turn this into like a feminist rant or anything, but like the stuff that we have to worry about as women is so much more insane than what men have to worry about. Like when I was like coming into age, like I think it was like, I don't know, like 8th grade or whatever. I remember one of my teachers teaching me, like, when you walk out into parking lots, you put your keys in between your knuckles. And like, why? You know, so
you
that
wouldn't
if
teach
you
that to a
get-
boy.
No, you know what I mean?
No.
Like anything, you wear a lot of rings. That was like always the
whatever
other thing.
you can
like,
use as a weapon.
Yes, look around and see what you can like use into anything can be a weapon. Like park under a street lamp, like all those things like that, like you don't think about as as a man or anything else. Like sorry, not to say that. Whatever.
They cannot be assaulted. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
course. And it has happened,
Totally.
but it's the probability of a woman being assaulted versus a man is much higher.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's just wild, like the stuff that you have to worry about.
I know.
Like, yeah.
Well, I think we're done with this phobias thing.
Yeah.
We just wanted to touch a little bit. And now that we have all these phobias, right?
Yeah.
How do we care for them?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. I think like one of the things even the article says like repatterning the brain. Like that's something that I have a lot of clients that we work through fears with through hypnotherapy. So there's like a lot of you'll hear that a lot, like, oh, you can meditate on it or blah blah blah. Well,
yeah, breathing and all
hypnotherapy,
that.
it
Yeah,
works.
but hypnotherapy, I think, is like the best thing for it.
Yeah, nervous system regulation. Anything you can do that's going to regulate the nervous system, yoga, meditation. Like, I get like exposure therapy, sure, but like that's traumatic.
Yeah, I know.
But if it works, it works. I think that some things are literally meant to keep us safe, and we're supposed to be afraid of them. And that's just my 2 cents.
That is correct. I love that. Well, everyone, thank you for listening. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And
yeah,
we keep forgetting to do our sign off. So.
I know, not today. But follow us on the social medias. We're at Instagram at Which Is Who Podcasts, and we have our Patreon, which
yes.
we have workshops and readings and fun stuff in there. So go check it out and send us your creepy stories, your weird creepy stories.
Do.
If you have phobias that are weird, send it to us too. We will love to read them here on the podcast. And I think that's it. We drop episodes every Thursday and we'll love to hear from you. So tune in, stay curious, and see you soon. Besitos. Bye.
Peace. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Which Is Who Podcasts.